Good morning. There we are. Thanks for dropping by the studio today. I'm shooting without a cameraman, but I wanted to show you how I make the rings for the winding beads that I put in my totem poles. And they're playing a large part in the fish pole that I'm working on because they're what's helping me keep the fish suspended outside of the central pole. So I center a piece of clay low and wide, and then I open it up in the middle and stretch it out so that it's making like a big donut. And as this outer part gets fatter, I'm going to flatten it out again and make the whole thing wider, pushing it out toward the edge of the bat. So I'm trying to be careful not to trap any air or water under this edge. So I'm compressing it good. And again, I'm just stretching and flattening. It's almost rolling the clay over as it gets wider. I'm trying to keep it, trying to get my width. I feel like I got a little air bubble popping around out there. So I'll go a little bit wider. Flatten it down one more time. Okay, so now I have the ring that I want, but it's solid. So I need to make it into a hollow ring instead, because a ring this size in the kiln would explode. So again, I'm compressing everything down good. Now I'm going to open it up again, splitting it into two walls. And I'm going to stop and check my thickness on the bottom. So it's about 1/2 inch right now, so it's a little bit thicker than I want. So I'm going to push down a little bit further. And then I'm going to open it up just a little bit down here so that my channel is making a nice smooth U through the whole thing. And then I'm going to raise the inside wall. So the trick is to get everything even. We don't want one part to be thicker than another. So we're going for an even thickness. And now I'm raising the outside wall. I can feel a little bubble in there somewhere in the outside. I think that's it. I felt it earlier when I was centering, and then I thought it popped. Okay, I think we got it. Okay, so now I've got to join these two walls together. So I'm going to cut a little bit of clay off of there so that I have a drier surface to attach. And I'm going to do the same on the outside, just give myself a little bit more of a drier surface so that it's sticky but not quite so slippery. So I'm going to take this extra clay out of here. I always feel like I have to hurry when the camera's on. I work a little slower when I'm just on my own. Okay, so now I'm going to start pushing these two walls together to trap that air inside and give me a hollow tube. So once that joint is made, I'm going to use my rib and compress it and seal off that seam. Press from that side and from this side. So I want this to be a nice round tube. So I'm reshaping it a little bit with the rib so that I have a nice smooth curve on my outside. And then I'll go back in on the inside and trim a little bit away from that bottom to start the curve going on the bottom. Get this extra clay out of the middle. Don't need it anyway. And then I'm going to do the same on the outside. I'm going to trim a little clay out of the bottom on the outside. And then I'm going to use my rubber rib because it's a little more flexible than the metal one, and I'm going to reach in and start to really work that curve inside and out. There we go. So now we have a hollow tube, and after I trimmed it tomorrow and manipulated it, I'm going to make my fish and figure out how my fish is going to be supported in the totem pole with this curve. So the wire goes underneath to loosen it from the bat so that I'll be able to flip it over tomorrow. And that's it. Thanks for stopping by. See you soon, I hope, in person. Be well. Bye.